Hello, a big warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining this introductory video to Year 4. We hope you find this useful, and any questions that you have, please hold on to them until the end, and you can write them in your child's diary, record them there, or you can speak to us at the end of the day. But we thought it would be useful to create a video that you can watch in your own time, where you can pause it at certain points. And yeah, we hope it's useful. So, I am Mr. Baxter.
I'm Miss Kajida.
And then supporting us in our classrooms, we're very fortunate to have Mrs. Danjel in 4SB.
And Mrs. Jeeta in 4MK.
Okay, so, first of all, keeping children safe. So, in line with government guidelines, we are going to continue to encourage social distancing and regular hand washing. So there's going to be hand sanitizing stations around the school. When they enter the classroom, they'll be hand sanitizing their hands. And when they leave their classroom, they'll also be sanitizing their hands. Please do not send your child into school if they display any main COVID symptoms. And please also maintain social distancing when dropping off and collecting your child. And we've also continued to stagger the timings, and this is to ensure that there is this social distancing when dropping off pupils. And government guidance now states that if a child has a positive test, the rest of the class bubble do not need to self-isolate, only in the case where they have developed symptoms. So I hope that's clear.
So for drop-off and collection times, the school starts at 8:25, although children can come in from 8:15 and we'll have activities ready for them when they come in. Pickup time is at 3:10, so ensure you pick up your child at the correct time and then follow the correct route designed for that. If you are collecting more than one child, please just wait in the designated area in the playground between the pickup times, because we want to encourage the social distancing in school grounds at all times.
Curriculum overviews. So hopefully you have received the curriculum overviews for the autumn term that were sent out via email. We will also have them saved on our Google Classroom page for you to look at and refer to. Within each section, there is a how you can help at home section, and we hope you find this useful and how you can support your child within these certain areas at home. They are also going to be saved on school websites and Google Classroom page, as I stated.
So this is the 4MK timetable. This is stuck in their diaries as well, so you can see it there too. We have library on Monday, so that's when we will return the books and they'll get a new book. That's at the end of the day. We also have Gurdwara assembly on Tuesdays. We will go to the Gurdwara. So it will help if you just come in a little bit early on that time. But I know that our class did really well last week anyway, so that was great. And Wednesdays after lunch, we do have PE. So your child would wear their PE kit to school and we'll do some PE.
Brilliant. Then 4SB's timetable. Those important topics. So PE, I'm going to start with, is on Thursdays, and they're going to continue to come in PE kits. I know we were very impressed last week where all of children came in their PE kits. Tuesday we have library, so just make sure that they bring in their library books to be returned on that day. And likewise, we have assembly in the Gurdwara on Tuesday morning.
So the timing, so for reading books, they will be given on Fridays and then they are due back that following Friday. PE, like we said before, on Wednesdays, it will be for my class, 4MK, and Thursdays for 4SB. So your child will wear their PE kit to school and they will stay in that PE kit. And I know that we have dodgeball on Wednesdays as well. So those of you in 4SB, you'll wear your PE kits for dodgeball too, but you already know that, don't you? For spellings, they will take place every Mondays and they're given every Monday. So you have the whole week to complete that. Now, I know that I've advised my class, do a few words every single day and don't rush them until Sunday night because you're going to be there for hours. We have timetable tests that take place on Wednesdays and that's during our maths lesson. And we have arithmetic tests that take place every Fridays during our maths lesson as well.
And then on from that, the homework timetable. So spellings, as we said, are conducted on Mondays, and they will then be handed out on Monday. So they need to be brought in on the Monday morning. They'll then have their spelling test, and then new spellings will go out on Monday. That can be practiced throughout the week. Reading records need to be signed weekly by parents and guardians, and comments need to be made by pupils. And I'll come later on, I'll come to what we mean by comments in their reading books. Maths homework will be sent out on Wednesdays and due in on Fridays, and then English homework will be sent out on either Monday or Friday, depending on whether it needs to be completed in their red homework book or whether it is on Google Classroom. If it is on Google Classroom, it will be handed out on Friday. If it is in their homework book, it will be handed out on Monday, and therefore they have a whole week to complete it because it doesn't need to be due in until the following Monday. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And these timetables will also be stuck in the homework diaries just for you to refer to and the pupils to remind the pupils as well.
Okay, so homework. So for maths, it's predominantly set on Google Classroom, which is on Wednesdays, or it would be on Manga High as well. So just make sure your child reads the instructions carefully. And if they do have any issues, please can you let us know by Thursday so we can deal with them. And then when it's due on Friday, you have the chance to complete them. So like we said, the spelling homework and the reading or writing homework, that would be given in a red homework book. So that needs to come in every Monday in order for us to give the following week's spellings and homework, so it's all stuck in for them. And yes, any kind of on regular home learning, so you've got Manga High, you've got Timetable Rock Does, and we've got Myon, which we've given the logins for, and you would read 20 minutes a day on there. Any issues, please let us know on the comments, and give us enough time to sort it out, and then you'll be able to complete the homework as well. And also homework diaries need to be signed every Fridays, and then myself and Sir, we will also sign the diary, on Fridays.
So reading, as we mentioned, we have brought into a new resource called Myon, which the pupils can use for their reading each day. So we advise at least 20 minutes per day. This could be done through Myon. It could be their reading book. It could be their library book. So they've got many different options. Please just ensure that reading records are signed every week. And when it comes to the comment, that the pupils need to write. This could be what they enjoyed about the book, maybe what they didn't enjoy. It could be a certain word that they have discovered and they found the meaning of. So that's what we mean by a comment, and this needs to be done by the pupils. We also encourage you to make reading as fun as possible, give your child access to a range of genres and text types, and also promote practicing of listening to stories. So we do have certain moments throughout the week where we have reading at the end of the day where pupils listen to a book being read to them either by us or Mrs. Danjo or Mrs. Jeeta. So you could also consider giving them access to audiobooks as well. Now, swimming. Thankfully, swimming lessons are resuming this year, and this will occur in the autumn term, and this is a statutory requirement as part of the curriculum for PE in year 4. So pupils it is compulsory for all pupils to attend unless there are exceptional circumstances where medical evidence is provided and discussed with the school. So please inform the office if there is this type of scenario. The lessons for 4SB are going to commence on Monday the 20th of September, and they will run for 2 weeks until Friday the 1st of October. And this is going to be at Botwell Swimming Pool, and it will be in the afternoons for those 2 weeks. Then lessons for 4MK will begin on Monday the 22nd of November, and will run until Friday the 3rd of December. And so this is after the half term. It's a 2-week intensive course, so we do recommend that you try to continue taking your child swimming regularly to develop this life skill that is required of swimming, because they are going to have a quite intense 2 weeks ahead where they're going to learn lots of new skills. But to consolidate this learning, we do advise that you maybe take them swimming after this time. Please remember to bring a swimming costume, towel, a bag, and also a plastic bag for wet costumes, as well as a swimming hat. we will be just talking about how we put the swimming hat on, but we do advise you to practice putting on the swimming hat, because I know this is sometimes something tricky for them at home before their lessons begin, so that it's nice and smooth and efficient, and they get the correct amount of time within the pools, because that is what we want. Okay.
Okay, so maintaining height standards. Now, so please ensure your child is wearing their full school uniform. So that's including junnies for girls, ties if you're wearing a shirt. And if anything does need replacing, try and do that as soon as possible. So like we said before, we are returning to Gurdwara assembly. So every day we'll need our, the girls will need their junnies. We will be going to the Gurdwara on Tuesdays, but whenever we do have assembly for the rest of the week, we will be doing it in the classroom. So we do need junnies for that and head coverings for that as well. So we're promoting regular washing of the school uniform, just having cleanliness. In terms of shoes, we need the correct school uniform to school boots, so no black trainers or anything, unless it's PE, obviously then you can wear trainers. And all children should have a school bag to have all of their belongings inside, and if they do bring a packed lunch, then they should have a healthy, balanced diet as well. So not really any chocolates or crisps or anything. Try and keep it healthy.
Okay, so pupil premium. I will just come to later on in terms of how you can complete an online eligibility checker, which is on the website. So if you go onto Guru Nanak Sikh Academy and then you go onto the primary section, it is within there. And what this covers, in terms of the benefits, the school may be entitled to receive funds on your child's behalf. So this could be income support, income-based job seekers allowance, and other areas here that you can read in your own time. If you are unsure about this at all, please speak to the office and they will be able to support you further with any queries that you have. And what is the funding used for? It's used to provide extra training for staff, to set up booster classes for pupils, to invest in resources to further pupils' progress, ultimately to further pupils' education and achievement. And like I said, please contact the school office if you do need support or you have a query about regarding this.
So communication. So obviously during our time, face-to-face communication isn't as encouraged as it was before. But so please do make use of the homeschool diaries to write any messages in there if you want to show me or Sir. And if you want to discuss something in more detail, you can just request a telephone conversation with us. And then we encourage you to do that only if it's like essential matters. If you really, really need to contact us, then just let us know in the diaries and then we can always arrange a phone call. And then any kind of queries that you do have, the class teachers, they should be your first point of contact, and then we can advise you on to anyone else.
Yep, so just on from that, as Miss said, the first point of contact is your class teacher. Then it is year team leader, so myself. And then following that, it is senior leadership, so that's Mrs. Dallywell or Miss O'Leary. Okay, so I hope that was useful. I know it was a bombardment of lots of information, but like we said at the beginning, thank you for your time. And if you do have any further questions, you can either comment below on this video, which is going to be on your Google Classroom page, or write a note in the homework diary, or speak to us when we release the children at the end of the day. And we look forward to a positive and productive year ahead with your support. We know how valuable your support is. And yeah, here's to a great year together. Yeah. And parent consultations will be occurring next month in October, and information about this will be sent out closer to the time. Okay, so thanks again for joining and take care.
Yeah, thank you.
See you.